Hey, good morning everyone. News from the Frunk is back. Long time, another huge gap. Apologies, just busy doing all kinds of other stuff. We are on our way to where the hell are we going? Plantation Supercharger. I am up in Boca Raton, Florida. The Plantation Supercharger is, according to my nav, 23 miles away, roughly south-ish. We are going to go see the Model X. So my last episode, I think, was all about the Model X. This is another one about Model X. We're going to go see, I think Mark Stern is going to show off his Model X today to a few Tesla owners. I'll give you an update on the story about my founder's Model X in another episode. So you'll have to hang on for that. Meanwhile, we are going to go hit I-95 and head on south. Okay, so here we are at the Tesla Supercharger in Plantation. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 Model S's as I get run over by another one. And there we are, Model X in all its glory. I guess is a signature red Model X. The huge gap in the nose that everybody's been talking about. Very strange design. I actually like the nose of the Model X compared to the Model S. It's better without the grille, I think. Falcon wing doors, as you can see. So we'll have a poke around it, see if my attitude changes. Good morning, Mr. Damrakis. How are you, sir?
Well, Mr. Howe, hello again. What's your latest thinking? Are you still spooked?
Yeah, still not keen.
I was messing with the sensors on the door while it was going up and down, like standing there,
yeah.
And it beep and it stops, and I couldn't figure out how to start it again. You gotta like recycle it all the way closed to go back up.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
I don't know. Technology gone mad. I mean, it's kind of cool, but and then people struggling to figure out how to open the doors. You shouldn't have to struggle to open the door to a car.
Yeah. Should be more intuitive.
It should be a lot more intuitive.
Yeah, these are the smaller wheels, look fine.
Yeah. So these are what, 20-inch wheels on this one?
20s, yeah. They have a 20 and a 22.
Yeah. And it's a nice big front, much bigger than the S.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps saying this is so much wider than the S, but
so.
I don't.
Yeah,
well,
I sat in the front seat and kind of reached over and like Joan and I were sitting in there, and it feels exactly like the S.
Yeah. I should say you're being recorded for posterity, by the way. I've got a mic on and I'm filming over there. So this is Bill Damrakis, everybody.
I gotta be careful what I say.
Right. So what do you think of it?
Well, okay. It's my opinions are changing as we stand here. When I looked at the pictures, I didn't like the front. It's okay from the photo, right? Of course, a lot of them are white. You look at the photo, and I just thought it looks kind of bland, right?
Yeah.
Seeing it in person, especially with the darker color, it's growing on me, and I kind of like the differentiation. You know what I mean? I'm sort of the aesthetics of the front is growing on me. It's switching from negative to positive.
Yeah.
The technology, I'm a little in your camp, and it just seems like a lot of trips back to the surface.
Seems like there's a lot to go wrong, doesn't there?
It does, and got me a little worried. I didn't like the idea. I was messing with when you hit the button to move the seat forward for people to get in the back. It moves the driver's seat up as well.
Yeah.
All right, but Dan was sitting in the driver's seat. And I hit the button to see what it would do if somebody was there, and he goes like pushes him up to the steering wheel. So you would think it wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You would think it would give you a beep or something, tell the driver to get out of the car, which it wouldn't be that big of a deal for the driver to step out for people to get in. But no, it went and it pushed Dan up to the steering wheel.
Huh.
He's like up there going,
I wondered.
What am I doing?
I wondered what it was going to do.
Yeah, pushes the
like
driver.
you, I'd have thought it would just have locked it out. But
no, maybe they didn't. Maybe the next software rev will do that. But when I tried it here, I pushed Dan up to the steering wheel.
So
not much room for luggage in the back when the back seats are up.
Yeah, so I mean my big complaints were
there's less luggage space than there is in the Model S.
Well, it's because of the seat. But when the seats are down, it's got a
But
good-
even when you fold the seats down,
that's less than.
whoops, oh, we got Model S's crashing into each other almost.
Did somebody hit someone
No,
in an accident?
yeah, I don't know.
Good. Cause an accident.
Even when you fold the seats down and you move the middle row far forward, it's about a foot shorter than the Model S.
That's interesting.
So I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the massive windshield. I feel like I'd be wearing a baseball cap all the time because the sun is...
To that subject, before I got the Model S and I went and sat in them, of course we had Mercedes before and they always have the cover. And I said, you got to have a cover. And Tesla, the person I talked to, we're going to deliver a cover. We promised a cover. Yeah, right. I don't think it ever showed up. But anyway, so when I got it, I was very worried about baking in the sun. I have never once, even in the brightest of sun, at noon sun, I have never once felt the slightest heat. So they did a good job of the infrared blocking.
Well, the heat is not the issue. On the Model S, the pano roof, when you sit in the driver's seat, the pano roof is pretty much behind your head. It's not in your eye line.
You're saying glare.
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 When I drove Juan's car down in Miami, the sun was, 45 degrees, and it was just shining straight in my eyes.
Yeah, we were driving down to Miami to go to dinner with a couple last night, and the sun was setting off to my right, shining right through the passenger window, in my eyes, and it was incredibly annoying. And Joan was jockeying around the visor to try to block it. And I said, keep your hand up there, So I could, from what you said, I could sort of picture that, I could picture the peripheral glare,
Yeah.
Yeah, the little double flip sun visors are nice. They actually should have them in the S.
Yeah.
There are times when the sun visor has been, too skimpy.
Yeah.
So a little flip down would be.
Yeah,
nice.
no, I like those. And I think when I saw a video of Elon driving it, and they click into position horizontally, but you can put them up at an angle. So if the sun is at 45 degrees, but then you'd end up moving up the, the sun visor all the time.
Nice, a roll down,
yeah,
roll forward.
That
would be.
Hopefully they'll do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just going to stop this for a moment and probably restart it. So one of the other things that Rob said was the back of the passenger seats is gloss black, and that's going to get fingerprinted like absolute crazy. You might have heard Bill saying earlier that there's a button that slides the rear seats forward, and when you do, it moves the front seat forward as well to make extra room. Well, it turns out we'll do that even if someone's sat in it, which is a bit crazy. You end up being squashed against the steering wheel. I don't know, I mean it's cool. Definitely want a 6-seater, not a 7-seater, I think, because the visibility because of that middle seat is problematic, and it certainly makes it a lot easier to get into the back without the middle seat. One of the things I haven't done is sat in the back, so I will try that. Let's have a look. So we'll move. Oops. There goes the front seat. So there we go. Let's see, so I am 6 feet tall. So let us see. Yeah, I could.
Can I put it back to where it should go or no?
No, that's
too tight.
Not unless I start squeezing up. So
is that comfortable where you are? This isn't too terrible.
I could cope with this. I wouldn't want to go to Orlando. So I mean, I'm up against the middle seat now. So
have these cut out a little bit.
Yeah, you could just about do it. The headroom actually. I'm kind of sat in the window.
What if you take your hat off?
There you go. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm still.
Because the brim kind of
gets
caught up.
It's I think it's amazing that a 6-footer can sit in the third row, but I wouldn't want to do it for a long time. And And there's not a lot of space in the back, I have to say. I mean, certainly, you get used to that huge space in the Model S.
Comfortable for a third row.
It is. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, so I can get in there.
You can get in there. That's pretty awesome.
That's, I'm not sure I'd want to do 200 miles in it, but it's not too bad.
They're trying to do that back seat. That one goes up too. That one goes forward. Yeah.
Wow. So I was just sat in the third row, and I can get in it, which surprised me. I wasn't even sure. I'd heard some people say, if you're mid 5 foot, then it's fine. But I'm 6 foot, and I could get in there okay. So that surprised me. You couldn't push the second row all the way back. That was crushing my knees. But there was certainly enough room to have, someone in all 3 rows. So I think that's pretty impressive, actually.
I'm going to be seeing that movie.
You will be. You'll be watching this on YouTube.
I watch you on the.
So let's go sit in the front and check this windscreen out again.
That is very cool.
That's really cool.
Didn't look up.
You see that visor in the front?
Yeah, I know. It's
Got a magnet on it.
yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
So the windshield is is huge. I mean, the windshield on the Model S stops about here, so there's probably, 16 inches of extra windshield above where the Model S would be. And you can potentially put these sun visors at any angle to block the sun, but that would be, a bit of a pain, I think. So I'm still not convinced, particularly here in Florida, because we've got all the sunshine. I'm still not convinced that you're not going to get glare all the time, and I think I'd be driving with my cap on to keep the sun out of my eyes, which kind of defeats the object of having this super high windshield. The beeps that you can hear in the background are because someone is trying to get out of the door, and for some reason it wouldn't open. So yeah, these Falcon wing doors seem to be, admittedly it's very busy today and we've got a lot of people around the car. They seem to be more trouble than they're worth, but there you go. I mean, inside feels just like Model S, looks just the same. It's got enhanced graphics on the 17-inch display to show the doors going up and down and everything, but and it also has the built-in center console, unlike the Model S. But other than that, it's good. I like the ventilated seats. They're nice, heated and cooled. That would be nice to have in the Model S, particularly here, the cooled part here in Florida. Yeah, let's let someone else go in it.